Welcome, welcome. Okay. So, the king, in spite of the fact that the king was just, not well seen and died horribly, the stats of the kingdom actually improved overall. So, the last reign was actually positive for the kingdom. Not for the king, but yes, for the kingdom. The Inquisition is too powerful. Hello, hello, Gray. Transfer blew out, so my computer room is without power, so I'm watching in my living room, doing chat on my phone while watching it on TV. That's amazing. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. Hi. That's absolutely great. I mean, it sucks that the thing blew out. That's terrible. I hope you can get it fixed soon. And of course, when does this happen? On a Friday, just before a weekend. That's how it always is. Actually, quite a nice bloke, right? Yeah. Rules well, dies brutally with reputation ruined. Yep, that's pretty accurate. Should have had an honor guard. Yeah, should not have trusted the Nine or the Inquisition. Anyway, let's go to the council introduction here. Count Davide. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. So mysterious. Look at this smirk. It's perfect for this kind of victory. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme. Very good. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Also expecting guests today. God damn it. Candlelight dinner? Candlelight dinner? Frederick the Great, yep. According to plan. Yeah, not really, but okay. If anyone actually was planned. King character? What do you mean now? It's another game today, and today when the king got eaten by a giant spider. Oh, I read about it in the devs Discord server. Apparently it's a very rare ending. Totally planned. Was it a pick on Discord? Oh, I want to see it. Wait. Yeah. Usually it works like this, Dragon Pete. Like we've had this situation already in the past, and usually people trickle in and it equalize it. This is fantastic. Oh my god, I am absolutely honored to be that close to an Akira thing. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Good stuff. Hi, Mom. I'm next to Akira. It's not technically not, but yeah, you get what I mean. So, Chiefs. Let's go with the Chiefs. Oh, how is the king? How's the monarch? Yeah, the one where the monarch became a tree. I don't know what has to happen, so don't spoil it for me. But apparently that's super rare too. Yeah, monarch does have a cool beard. Yeah. Yeah, that's not flattering. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Wait. Oh, it's safe to bring on stream. Honestly, I wouldn't know how to do it right now, so I encourage people to just flock to the Discord to take a look at it, because it's really nice. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. Kiara. You look freaking badass, Kiara. What's up with everybody wearing an eye patch? Does the Grandee also have an eye patch here? No, thank God, okay. Little gay ghost. An actually pleasant human being to look at. Thank God. I was starting to be a little bit intimidating here. May the Ninth, God bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Thank you. The council immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, What do you think? Will they be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Cold balls, chaos incarnated. Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan, just in case. Oh, this must be the red rupee necklace that the Inquisition wanted to check out last time. Pretty sure that's the one. The eye patch is on the other side. Genius. That's a fabulous beard, yeah, yeah. Coronation time, coronation time. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Gerdinavan, but you must still answer to the Council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Wait, but it's my coronation? This isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to be ran past the Council vote. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, nobles in. Alright, nobles in. This is absolutely not gonna be an invite foreign dignitaries and show off your wealth. Nope. I'm not gonna let you spend my money. No. No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And the reason is pretty simple. No river, the king will be respected. I don't know. I don't know. It's very close. It's very close. Yeah, it's very close, everybody. I appreciate this, Sea of Noobs. I appreciate the show you do every time. Oh, this is so close. 11 to 12. I guess it's time to start burning the kingdom. Wow. Alright, let me count down from 5 here. Because this is 13 to 12. It can still be equalized and it can go any way right now. So, if you haven't voted, vote now. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh my god, it's a tie. Oh my god, it's actually a tie. Look at this split. Look at this perfect split. Oh my god, I can already see this. Like, we have counts and grandees opposing each other, and the chiefs being kingmakers here. Like, the chiefs are probably gonna make the difference whenever these two big factions are against each other. So the chiefs actually have a very important role right now. That is impressive, yeah. Actually true, because one voted for a different option. Yeah. RP time, will the monarch be loyal to the counts, or will the monarch be different? Yep. I think that actually here the diplomatically smart choice would be to do tradition, but evidently the counts have voted for A, so that's what the counts want, and I think that Luda goes for what the counts want. Yep. Bronze, welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, RP says A. I agree. I agree. Yes, tradition. No. Let's go. Holding with Eastern traditions, you make sure that the coronation is a muted affair. Black clothes, whispered oaths, solemn music, played on a pipe organ, pulling all the stops. The chiefs and grandees find it irritating, and the common folk who'd been expecting a party find it baffling and depressing. But Zinnia's ashes, tradition is important. First time you've seen something other than River? Really? Oh, I've seen all of them, I think, at this point. Smart says C. Yeah, but we're not smart. Everybody's in sync. And now let's go to the path to victory. So this is the defining moment, right? Your Majesty, you should learn from your predecessor's unexpected passing. Our time on Celestate is finite. We're lucky if we can make a difference. Oh, I never got this line. This is cool. Yeah, Monarch is not smart. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? So, So, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be a lesson learned. So Monarch Luda, I think, my impression of Monarch Luda is, Monarch Luda was probably the closest legitimate heir that the counts had, and so they had to include them in their scheming, but I don't think that Luda was actually interested in politics in the first place, nor do I think that they are particularly capable. So I think that they're kind of like a puppet right now, for the moment. So what do they want? What do they want? Yeah, Luda is absolutely inexperienced and uninterested. Definitely not Saint. Yeah, definitely not Saint. Religious belief? Yeah. So what could it be here? Honestly, I think that Luda wants to be remembered as the parent of the nation. And for the reason for that is that Luda used to be a bird keeper, right? And I think that that gave them some knowledge and some skills in, you know, raising animals and dealing with, you know, some farmland skills. So I think that that's the thing that they think they can do better, right? Like farming more as in animal handling is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners, or are you just hoping for a favorable passage in the history books? Like all the other stuff, Luda looks at them and they're like, I wouldn't know where to start. Farming, okay, I can try to, like, how different can a cow be from a vulture? Is what Luda is thinking right now. So the answer is a lot, but Luda doesn't know. Pasnik main account, welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? How are you? How are you? Our RP goal is to help Luda become experienced and fit for the role of king. That is admirable, yeah. Luda uses they, them pronouns, CEO of Nooms. Luda is doing their best, yeah, I agree. Chekhov's skill, yeah. Yeah, more bees, exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Dragon Pit. Clotho, pronouns are they, them. Another farming monarch? Did we have another farming monarch already? Did the previous monarch go for farming as well? I don't remember. Cows and vultures are basically the same thing, right? Cows are just vultures with no wings. Yeah, Luda has absolutely no clue. Yeah, no. Just look at this. Just look at this. Monarch is they, them. King is he, him. Queen is she, her. Alright. Oh, Arenavan was a farming ambition also. Oh, I didn't remember that. Yeah, see, I'm just going through based on RP. As a biologist, I can see it. See, it's the same thing. Skuld of the Frag Enjoyer clan, notorious northern orator, stands precariously in the longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. What's up with all the freaking eye patches? It's a fashion thing, I guess. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter monarch Luda. How do we make that happen? Chiefs of the North, it is your time to choose your scheme. How do you want to try to overthrow the monarch? Through a doppelganger, maybe, trying to lower your own defiance, or through intimidation, trying to raise stability, or through prophecy, trying to raise authority. Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do? Yeah, imagine waking up and being like, the last king got his head beaten off, you're monarch now. Oh shit. Is he talking in third person? Who is talking in third person? I bet you are the newest trend. Alright. Oh, I don't trust her. I was referring to the High Inquisitor. Okay, sorry. Yeah, definitely. Sorry. Yeah, the Chancellor is they, them. Oh, prophecy, I guess. Okay. Prophecy it is. Cool. The chiefs plan to realize an ancient northern prophecy. Before the new king rises, the kingdom will be ruled by a mad tyrant. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Which is already the case. Sasha of the Aquila Dynasty, powerful eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. Who's Sasha, Twyla? Another bird breeder. Apparently, bird breeding is really important in the East. This is the kind of tiny tidbits that shape up lore. You know, if I'm... That's what I think. But dear Monarch, may the 7th bless your soul. I want to know if I, Aquila Reaper, will be able to live in peace, and continue our special research. Of course! Absolutely, of course. Of course you can. The last king wasn't a real tyrant. Yeah, that's really what they're saying. The famously cutthroat world of bird breeding and crab fishing. What birds does these claim and breed? Ooh. Yeah, which type of bird? Sasha is Twyla's great-grandson. Oh, damn. Great-grandson, okay. Sasha of the Aquila Dynasty, powerful eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. And what bird do they raise? Or... I don't know what pronouns they use. Most excellent. Great-grandson, okay. So, what bird? Even more eye patches, you're right. Oh my god, what is wrong? God damn it, Twyla. Okay, yeah, of course, but you're not human, right? So... Yeah, this generation really likes eye patches. I expect a word on eye patches in the summary. Most excellent. Luda now sits the throne and the counts are in charge. This they should be, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose them. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? What do? Do you want to be a loyalist and try to aid poor Luda? Do you want to go with sorcery, raise authority and get a wizard to get Luda out of the way? Or do you want to go for ascension, trying to lower your own faith? Kids these days and their eye patches. Wow, loyalists. Birds are important because traveling is particularly dangerous, so we use them a lot to send messages on small objects. Ooh, this is so cool, you're right! That may be, yeah, but it's also in other regions, Lurks. I guess it's gonna be loyalists. As soon as you described Luda as absolutely fucking clueless, I was like, I love them. Bronze is the only one who doesn't want to have this person on the throne. Alright, let's go. So did we get an answer on which bird? That settles it then. Long live the monarch. May they bring glory and honor to the east. But we can always change our minds. If Luda ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way, even if it's not our usual fare. You can continue your research, of course. Harpies. Damn! Damn! Those are a thing. The Count's goal is to aid the Monarch by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the Monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Wait, do you mean the vulture harpy, like the harpy vulture, or actual harpies who have a brain, can speak, and are akin to people? Like... Hakina of the Recurrent Ritual. Oh, welcome back, Recurrent Ritual. Hi. Hadn't seen you join. How you doing? Yes, it's your claimant. Who is this person? Well-known southern prodigy stands bathed in the sunshine, speaking softly. No eye patch. Apparently, the eye patch craze is only in the north and the east. Both people that we've seen from the Grandies don't have an eye patch, so... Yeah, this is a lovely look. The false pretender occupies a throne on my claim is ignored. Grandies of the south, this is sustained on our honor, we must not allow it to go unanswered. Grandies of the south, what do you want to do? Do you want to use subterfuge trying to lower stability? Or do you want to try to start an uprising trying to raise the treasury? Or do you want to go with fervor trying to raise your own farming? We secretly all have eye patches, it's just on the other side. Yeah, that might be it. Silly heretics, they got their own eyes. Wait, what were we saying? Previously Jeremy the Inquisitor, now Hakina the Duelist. It's good, it's good. Fancy Sparkles, welcome, thank you for joining, how you doing? Fancy, welcome to the Chiefs. How's life? And Panda, welcome back. So fervor it is, trying to raise your own farming. I see, I see. Having less than 2 eyes is a sin. Oh god, that's so ableist. The Grandee claimant Hakina has been chosen by the 9th god to be the next queen. She has promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more. Alright. So we have a distant cousin, Skold, distant cousin, Sasha, ambitious vassal, and Hakina, false pretender. So the only one we actually care for is Skold, because it's the only one we can trace back to the royal family. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, recurrent ritual, that's kind of true. Attempt fervor again, yep. I don't have a visible eye patch, but I do have cool yellow eyes. Uh-huh. Saber Squirrel! Welcome back and thank you for joining. And welcome to the Grandees. How you doing? Welcome back to the Grandees, actually. Oh, the Mad Tyrant of Legends, Luda. Derp. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Death Fractions, welcome back and thank you for joining. Alright. I'm thinking that, Livingston, yeah. I'm thinking that. Alright. Let's go. Laws of the land. Long live Skold. I mean, I think that Luda is actually gonna need all the help they can get. So they're definitely gonna resort to bribery. That sounds perfectly in character. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This happened to Hoyt. This happened to Hoyt. Yeah, this is okay. This happened to Hoyt. So I need to close the game and open it again. Yeah, this happened to Hoyt. Yeah. Yeah, and I just need to restart the game and it's not gonna happen. So let me quit the game. And start it again. Quit the game. I actually need to quit the game. And not just the dynasty. I need to quit the entire program. And this happened to Casual Hoy. I read about it on the devs Discord. Double trumpets today. There you go. Somebody died immediately, yeah. Luda, feel free to use my name by Horde to hoard any of the rebellious nobles in line. Just remember, I'm not your attack dog. Okay. I think Luda is a little bit too scared to even do that. Spouse anything like it, we choose. Yeah, I think spouse is gonna be probably decided somehow, but guards is definitely counts, yeah. Yeah, this soft lock has not been, because I think that if I remember correctly, Pai reported this today, so let me actually get this going so you can start joining the game. But yeah, I think Casual Hoi reported it today, so they didn't have time to patch it in. Yeah, it's gonna continue where it left off. Yeah, Eastern Night for sure as an honor guard. No, same game. We're continuing the Dynasty. I just closed. I just had to close and reopen because the map froze. Yeah, of course I have to deal with the biggest one, yeah. Wait, really? Your region may change? I don't think so. Nope, still a chief. CEO... There you go, it's you. My harpy grandson might not be in. Nah, it's probably gonna be in. Okay, I'm gonna start the game, I'm gonna begin the game. You keep joining, you keep joining. Join. Join. You look like a depressed goat herder. You kinda do. You look not too depressed, to be honest. Tired, but happy. So I think this is gonna be easy, so let's go here. One evening you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, as bold as brass. Hello, Madge. Glad to finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? I think Luda's just gonna talk with this person. Who are you? Oh, me? Name's Quackin' Tony, your match. Please meet you. Assassino? Nah, I don't think this is an assassin. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knight? I reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate the battlefield. What the fuck? I mean... Noah, welcome back. Bird keeping to the rescue. Yep. I mean, you know what? I think that this is actually being an idea that Luda has tried to suggest time and time again in the East, and people never accepted it. And now suddenly Luda thinks, fuck, I'm the Monarch now, I can do it. Let's go. Before Quackin' Tony can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. You want me to kill this intruder? No, I want to hold a vote on this proposal. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. Well, let's go. I love our failed monarch. They use they them pronouns, CEO of Noobs. As I said for the third time, please be mindful. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas. Like, if you need it, write it on a fucking piece of paper, man. She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. I think it would be a good idea to test these out in the north. Yes, and the pilot... No, this is incredibly stupid. Yes, and the pilot program will be in the north. Oh god. I guess we know how this goes. The pilot program. I mean... I kinda... You know, I'm just gonna let you vote on this one. I'm not gonna express a preference. Irinavan, massacre, loss of faith, violent death. Luda, what if burbs? Thank God there are some nobles who are not afraid to tell me that this is a stupid idea. Okay, this is still really close. There are a few people who have not voted, and that could turn the vote right now. So I'm gonna count down from 5. Oh my god, this is a tie right now. And we have like 2 people who have not voted, so I'm gonna count down from 5. 4. If you have not voted this, you could be decisive. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh my god! Oh my god. It is a dumb idea, yeah? Kinda wanna go to the east, to be honest. Right? Right? I kinda wanna go with the east. Yeah, the east has, like, let's be honest, the east has the best birds. I mean, it should be in the east. It should absolutely be in the east. It should absolutely be in the east. Of course. That's why I'm a count, so I want this to succeed, and I want the east to be the best region it can be. It fits the inexperienced but loyal monarch role, right? I want it to succeed. Yeah, exactly, Luda absolutely thinks this is a great idea. Under Quack and Tony's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to an Eastern Knight? No, it should have been vultures. That's where they did wrong. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in a flurry of mad pecking and pooping. Quack and Tony insists you merely use the wrong type of bird. I agree! I agree with Quack and Tony. Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostriches, and little great grebes before hundreds of Eastern troops quit in disgust. Needless to say, the whole thing is an embarrassing failure. Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. We would have spared this embarrassment is what would have happened. That's what would have happened. I don't know why ostriches. Brid? That's a cool word. Where did we get ostriches? Probably from Valinor. Or no, not Valinor, Valamir. Was worth a try, thank you, thank you. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like this. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these loyal guard... Yeah, we know about this, we know about this. The Monarch knows better than anyone that our knights will keep them safe from danger and from improper grammar. Of course! The Eastern Knights, of course, will make the arrangements at once. People can almost already rebel here, so that's kind of... The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Luda, think about how the East Side army has suffered. You should have tested it in the North like we had suggested you to do so. I mean, yeah, you're right. Now I see it. Now I understand. Now Luda understands it for sure. Still thinks it was a good idea and that we should have tested with vultures, but I don't know why ostriches. If we win, yeah, Twilight, that's so funny. We've tried penguins if there were troops left. Alright, let's go. Untimely death. Come on, let's go with this one. Murder! My father, Chief Livingston, has been murdered, and I know who did it. Who was Grandy Pasnick by the old gods? Don't let them deny it. Starting with the bang. I won't deny that I killed the venerable... Yeah, that's... I know about it, Twilight. I know about the great emo wars. I won't deny that I killed the venerable Chief Livingston. But it was no murder. Livingston agreed to an honorable duel, which I won. Pasnick would never immediately after it was me. I love this. I love this. Yeah, good job, Livingston, getting dead in the first season. So he killed himself. Yeah, you all killed him. Yep. It was a 30-person murder, like Caesar. fast in getting rid of excess accounts. 30% murder suicide. The mind fucks. Gods be good, it was no duel, it was a cold-blooded killing. What reason would my father possibly have to duel you in the first place? The reason for any duel is between the challenger and the challengee. A private matter not fit for this council. We really just Julius Caesared ourselves. Yep, you did. The timeline can't handle it? Yeah, no, there's no way. Investigate this further as this conflict could get messy and might lead to more bloodshed than it would fight. Okay. Let's see here. But this will make people mad. It's part of our culture where the chiefs should have been better at dueling. Me say we hold a trial. Yeah, I think... So I'm gonna say probably we should... what should we do? You know, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you choose. Again. I'm gonna let you choose here. Because the Monarch still doesn't have a clear idea what they want. We should be back. Hey, we should be back. We back, okay. Good. This was actually my Streamlabs. So far I've had a connection crash, a Streamlabs crash. Next up is my PC. I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, at least we're not in the middle of an auction this time. You're right. Yeah. Alright. Honkai. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? The timeline couldn't handle it. Alright, so now I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to vote in case you missed the vote for reasons. Good, thanks. Glad to hear you're doing good. I defected to North, I see. Yes, you... Oh, let me see. Are you? Yes, you are in the North. Huh. Oh, look, cool. Not a typical chief. That's cool. Glad to have you. Alright. This is decided, right? A duel is a duel? Okay, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're very welcome, okay? And 0, I guess? Wait, Saber. Yeah, you're in, Saber Squirrel. Don't worry. Like, if you mean you cannot, like, the extension, when there's a crash, takes a few minutes to get back up working. But you are in the game. You still are in the game. So you can vote, you can do everything, you just cannot display the extension, and it will fix itself. So you don't, like, and I keep saying this, but, like, whenever there's a crash, you don't need to rejoin the game. The game will remember that you're here. So don't worry about it. You don't even need to type join again. Okay, let's go. Wow, a duel is a duel that the accused go free. I cannot believe this. You would let a murderer walk loose, even after they admitted it right in this council chamber? Acts of my ancestors. I'm glad the council respects the duelist code. Once agreed upon, a duel cannot be rescinded. Thank you for preserving our southern traditions, Your Highness. I am absolutely amazed that happened and the map is not working again. This is a cursed reign. This is a cursed rain. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. What is going on? The gods don't like Luda. God damn it. Yeah, chiefs are not helping a lot at all. This is not good, Luda. The chiefs have strong military after that pilot program in the east. We cannot fight back. I know. You should have voted cohesively and not, you know, let the grandees get hold of the thing. Left a few things running. God damn it. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I don't know what's going on tonight. Huh, this is not reassuring. What's going on? Luda's birds did bring down King of the Castle servers. Indeed. I mean, it's loading. It reminds me of the book Days, in which an important conflict is solved by a cost line by a clueless manager. Results were poor. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Field Marshal, PhD. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here with us tonight. Hi. Alright. We did it. Now let's see if we can actually play. Let us do the thing. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody, please. Please. There may have been a server-side issue. Techno's game just crashed as well. Oh, okay. Wirelord. Yeah, Wirelord. Welcome. Thank you for joining. How you doing? Glad to have you all. Let me just check one thing real quick here, alright? Okay, good. We're good. Third time's the charm. I hope so. I hope so. How do I check money and scheme on phone app? I have absolutely no idea. You probably ask in chat if people tells you, if people can tell you. Like money, you got 2,750. Scheme, I'm gonna tell you once we start. I mean, you're a loyalist, you don't need to scheme. But I don't know. Luda, it's listening. It's just you vote. You're the ones voting. Field Marshal, welcome. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the. Where did you end up, Field Marshal? In the Grandees of the South. There you go. Hi. All right, let's go. You can still join. You can still join. Yeah, you're a Grandee. You're a Grandee. Just asking for a feature too. Yeah, evidently you cannot do that. Yeah, I think you should do that. I think you should do that. Too indecisive to use laws at this point. Let's go. Wild Beast Attack. Here to support our monarch, our bird monarch. Honkai, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. All right, Sai Master. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in rural areas. They are attacking villages and travelers all across the region. Mystery, hey! Look at you. Tell me more about these creatures. Of course I want to know. Power went out. Oh shit. They're great hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are dark omen, a sign of the end. Seventh take us. What's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? You're always useful and nipples on a breastplate. Now then, what am I to do? Point of order, Your Highness. Though the church's presence in the north is minimal, we could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome whenever they are adherents to the true god or not. It's the least we can do. Or if you can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Let's see what y'all are saying. Luda, it is best to use veto. Just have something you want to not go through the most. Venomous live on your way, hard to resist the lure of gold, and Monarch's choice is simply your vote. Yeah, they simply didn't have a vote right now, right? They didn't have an opinion. You're no longer a depressed goat herder. Yeah, you're actually a buffed northerner now. You must be firm in your decisions or you may end up like your predecessors. That's a good... That is a good advice. Another eye patch. Good. I'm a Norwegian 50-year-old barman. Yeah, yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Tell the Northerners that they must fend this from themselves. I don't think that's the case. Hire mercenaries to bolster the Northern forces. Instruct the Northerners to seek refuge in the Ninth God's structures. I want to go for C here. Yeah, like, yeah, none of these are great. So, what does Luda think here? Luda is afraid of the Northerners now. So it definitely wouldn't be A. It would be B or C. I think Luda would like C here. And the reasoning is maybe the church can help calm them down a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give you gold to do that, actually. I'm gonna give you gold for that. Yeah. Yeah, agreed, Dragon Pit. Oh, pretty birds. Yeah, the church is not the Inquisition, exactly. Frag Enjoyer going against the bribe. And that which lurks refusing the bribe as well. Incredible. You don't think Luda thinks about his birds, and I honestly support it. The counts are little demon worshippers, but they don't have the power to completely eradicate the religion, and plus they are demon worshippers, but it's kind of hidden, right? They don't admit it openly. All right. Counting down from 5, you can vote C to get free money. 5, 4, 3. Panda, welcome. 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, but most don't, right? All right. The Archbishop instructs all churches across the north to open their doors to refugees fleeing the attacks. They are more than glad for the assistance. Over time, the beasts withdraw. The Northerners are grateful for the church's help, with many finding a new place in their hearts for the Ninth God and his disciples. Fuck. Well, auction time, everybody. Auction time. Exclamation mark, fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering farming for the chiefs with A, raising authority with B, lowering stability with C, lowering military for the counts with D, raising farming for the grandees with E, or lowering faith for the grandees with F. What'd you do? What'd you do? Right now, raising farming and raising authority are winning. Okay. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds left. Alright. 10 seconds left now. Go, 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 go. Alright. Frag funding. What did you fund? F? And he actually got it. Great job. Great job. So the chiefs get both. Higher authority and lower faith. You actually did it. Good stuff. And can now rebel. We'll see if they rebel. Finding a spouse, first of all. Oh my god, this is unplayable. Okay, Okay, I may have found a way. Okay. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I think... It's unclickable. Let's go with men. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Alright. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Look at Twyla being... That smile, that slight smile is so freaking threatening. Oh, shit. Oh. Well, that happened. Well, that happened. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Just make the chiefs really happy? Yeah. Your Majesty, you might recall that your predecessor, Irinavan, allowed a child from the south to take his name? Why bother with such a thing? Well, I was never quite sure, perhaps just to do something nice. In any case, we've had word from the south that this child has reached adulthood. And that's why I included these in the summary. Awesome, Lurks! I hadn't thought these would be relevant, actually. Wow, you're so fucking smart. The last thing we needed was a reminder of an old king. Young Irinavan has become quite a notorious gambler in the south. A bad gambler. Perfect. They owe a great deal of money. I wonder if it would be wise to step in, but I suppose it's no bad thing if your predecessor's name is tainted by association. Of course it's no bad thing. Gambling is a sin. The monarch will pay off Irinavan's debts? Nope. Pass a law restricting gambling? We could do that. Live to get own money back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna veto something here. I think I'm gonna veto A. Yeah, it seems like a name is missing here, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I think that the RP choice would probably be C. But I could see how B would also be an interesting choice if enough grandees pushed for it, right? Wow, this is actually quite split. Oh, you're right, even pronoun, yeah. Leave Irinavan to get his own money back. Is what it should be, yeah. Wow, this is close! Vote, 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 everybody vote! Cut it down from 5 here. This can still be turned. 4, can it? Actually, no. Cannot, because we've reached the critical mass here. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know, but the authority could have helped not getting the rebellion going, so... Alright. Yeah, 16 is absolute majority. Leave to get their own money back, his own money back. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. Yeah, the counts have been really divided. That is really interesting. It's a big, you know, weakness sign. You leave the whole thing alone. Why whisper all the time on someone named after your predecessor? However, the Grandees are furious that you left in the large. As for Irinavan, they continue their outrageous gambling. Of course. Of course. That's what they do. Come on. God damn it. This is kind of frustrating. So I gotta quit. Let's try something real quick without closing the game. Let's see if it works. Gonna continue game here. Load it. Join. I'm gonna start as soon as we get 3 people. Okay. And just join. Okay, it works. I don't have to close the game. That's great news. Okay. I'm gonna wait for a few moments for people to join. But yeah, so it's an easy fix. Chief Wirelord. Can I say you look kind of hot? Also, are those gray eyes? No, green, even better. Ooh. Look kind of hot. Does tab let you move select an option? I already tried. No. Who have I become now? That's a great question. A completely different person. You're a doppelganger. Is there any noble you don't find hot? That's a great question. Your Greatness, I've come to thank you and the Ninth Church for your kindness during the so-called Season of Claws. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad for their help. New gods. I am the doppelganger. Shapeshifter, yeah. The creatures attack heavy. I can only imagine why, but I thank the gods for it. Both the old and the new. May they never return. Meaning the beasts, but also the new god. Once the chief has bowed his head to leave, the Archbishop is quick to lean over to you. Your Majesty, we are presented with a golden opportunity to expand the Church's influence. We should capitalize on this goodwill immediately. Okay. Oh hell no. Try out to change full screen borderless. Okay, that could be a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try that at the next thing. So what can you do? Build a towering statue of a northern religious icon? No. Send missionaries to the furthest reaches of the north. Leave the northerners to their pagan ways. You know, we're not gonna. If we're doing it, we're decreasing your finances. Why would I send the Inquisition? I mean, of course, because you're Southerners, right? Like, I don't think that Luda would, though, right? Because I don't think that Luda would want the Ninth to spread in 2/3 of the kingdom, because that would leave the Counts as the only unholy people. So I think that it's in Luda's best interest to keep things as they are. Like, if this had been someone from... If this had been Irinavan II... Oh, they would have been immediately choosing the send missionaries. But I think that Luda benefits from the status quo, to the point that I'm gonna be giving you money to leave the status quo untouched. Yeah, exactly. Like, good thing I ate Irinavan. Yes, exactly, Oceanus beer. Precisely. Wow. Okay, I gotta count down. Okay, everybody voted, so let's go. Incredible. The council decides against kicking the hornet's nest, or the sleeping bear, as the case may be. You reason the Ninth God will judge them accordingly in the thereafter anyways. Of course. Of course. Far to the north, where snows blanket the landscape and wolves howl in the night, chiefs uncover an ancient prophecy foretelling the rise of a tyrant monarch and the warrior who will overthrow them. A congregation of god speakers huddle around the tablet detailing this supposedly ancient story, whispering excitedly. Praise Morgana, the tablets are genuine. Too shy, hi. Then the gods are good and we are blessed. Skuld will be our king. All hail the Lord the Lord Render. Oh god. And you, of course, are already drinking. Cheers! Circle the clan hall, and Magoviel is tipped over Skuld's head. The influence of the old gods is spreading. We must ensure we keep the old ways of the North alive, and surely Morgana will bless us with the power to crown Skuld. For the next stage of their chief scheme, they must lower their faith to 4 or less in 4 seasons. No fucking way. No fucking way I could have stopped you. How has Luda adjusted into the throne so far? I think they're starting to understand how this works. And now they're gonna have to deal with the rebellion, so they're gonna have to, you know, grow up fast. I love how you hit next season fast enough that the chief didn't get a chance to rebel. Oh, they are rebelling, I think, right? No? I think they're currently rebelling. Haven't they? Wait, what? Nope. Oh, sorry. Actually, sorry. The counter reset. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have given you time. Sorry. My most sincere apologies. I mean, at this point, I'm gonna ask the Chiefs, because it feels like I took these away from them. Like, should I just leave things as they are and let you rebel next season? Or should I play as if you hadn't rebelled last season? I'm gonna ask the Chiefs. Because I don't want to take it away from you. Like, if you really want to rebel, I'm going to give you the opportunity to rebel. Because otherwise, I would just bribe you right now. New rebellion? Okay. Leave it be, not a huge deal if it doesn't go off immediately. Let's rebel because RP reasons. Okay. Okay. Should play as though we hadn't rebelled yet. We'll just vote for it this turn if we do it. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore the fact that... I mean, a lot of people are saying new rebellion and, yeah, let's rebel again. So, I'm just gonna consider as if you had rebelled here, alright? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So I think that the... I think that Luda is probably considering doing something here. So Luda is really scared. Mystery, not really. Not really. Spoofles, that's a great name. Hi, welcome. How you doing? It's going great here. We've been having a few issues with the game, like some soft locks, some problems with things that have not been patched yet. But so far, we're doing great. This is episode 2 of a long dynasty that we're going to be playing for 3 months, and we do deep dives into lore and role playing. So, if you like that kind of stuff, you just stepped into the right room. I think that Luda is thinking, okay, I'm scared of the Chiefs. So the one thing that I want to that would be wise now to do is to keep the Grandees closer to us. So, Luda is considering doing this. Probably talking about it with the counts, saying, hey, it might be wise to do this, you know? You know? Yeah, of course, I'm not asking you, CEO, because you are... Of course you're gonna put money on top of everything, so I'm not even asking you, I'm never gonna ask you anything about money. Like, when I talk about money, consider yourself excluded. Not cool. Don't. So the counts would say no. Okay, so Luda would go up to the counts and say, hey, I'm kind of concerned about the Chiefs getting, you know, a little bit rowdy here. Don't you think that we should, you know, fund the Grandees and, you know, compensate that with an extra tax from the East? And people are saying no, so that's not gonna happen. Wait, Herman's house, hey! Welcome everybody, hello. Thanks so much for the raid, Herman's. Hi. Hello everybody, hi. Johnny, Herman's, hi. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for bringing everybody here. Vampire Night. Thank you so much for the follow, Hermans. How you doing? How's everybody? Welcome, Raiders. Detox. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Johnny the Editor, thank you so much for the follow as well. How are you doing? How was your stream? Were you playing this? How's everybody? Gotta keep it in the kingdom. Awesome. How did your game go? Beth of Wildflowers. Thank you so much. Hi. Good evening to you. Thank you so much, everybody, for the follow. Go follow Hermans. As I said, as I always say, we need more King of the Castle streamers, so go follow them right now. Go, 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 go. The game is going great. The game is going great. We are playing the second episode in our long-standing Dynasty game. So we just started this Dynasty and we're going to be playing it for 3 months. We just concluded a 400-year-old Dynasty that we've been playing for a few months. And we tend to focus on lore and role-playing here. So if you like that kind of stuff, you're in the right place. And right now, the Chiefs are about to rebel, so we're probably fucked. But so far it's been going well. How about you? How was the game for you? Not sure yet. I've held up a rebellion and yet live to die another day. Okay, so you still haven't concluded it. That's good. Good job on you. King of the Castle is great. It has amazing gameplay to share with your viewers and so many storylines. Yeah, I only stream this. Like, I love this game so much that since it came out, I stopped streaming anything else. So, I'm a King of the Castle addict right now. Our Chiefs were getting rowdy too. Yeah, that's what they do, right? Yeah, there are fractions. Oh, the Chiefs. I'm considering as if the rebellion had happened. So if the rebellion had happened, I wouldn't be able to change the slider. I hear that. I'm also very much obsessed with King of the Castle. That's great to hear. It's great to hear. Yeah, glad to have you with us tonight. Let me actually follow you as well. Wait, because I missed the... There you go. Awesome. Thank you so much for bringing everybody here. I'm MrKaji. Hi. And that's all I had to say. Of course, of course. Thank you. Thank you for bringing everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I should invite you also, since we are at it, to our Discord server. Because... like, if you like lore role-playing, as I was saying, in our Discord server, we have a section specifically dedicated to King of the Castle, where we have a few channels dedicated to that. Like, we have a Kingdom Lore channel, where we post summaries of every monarch that we play in the Dynasty game, so you can follow up on all the past history and read all about it, which is pretty cool if you ask me, in the Kingdom Lore. There's a Nobles Lore channel, where you can write the lore of your noble houses, and I try to bring them into place if I can. And then we have a new channel that I created yesterday that allows you to roleplay as your not as your chiefs, as your nobles. So we're building up in a place that has, you know, roleplay and lore all around the place. It's a great idea, actually. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. It's a cool place. You should join. Glad to have you here. What about wedding? It is -2 for shifts. It's -1, I think. Oh, but because it's... You're right. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me, Chiefs. You tell me, Chiefs. Oh, right. We have an amazing Vaspir, come on. And we have an amazing, not really wiki, but like Vaspir. Let me actually show you this because this is incredible. Vaspir has created an entire World Anvil game where they've been updating everything that happens in this dynasty. This is the Aquila Dynasty. Again, it's gonna be like a 3-month-old thing. So... know the shame. Oh, sorry, too late. Sorry. You mentioned it. So there's also that thing. There's also that resource. Don't slander the Great Wiki. Yeah, don't. It's there for fun. It's amazing. So yeah, that's all that happens around here. I hope that staying here, you'll have a good time. I'm glad to have you here. Thanks again for the raid, Hermans. So let's continue. Wait, Herman has said something. I'll have to go into lurk mode as I have to sort out some post-stream self-care and walk the dog, but it's a pleasure to meet you, and I look forward to catching another stream and get to know you all a bit better. Same, Hermans. I really hope I can catch one of your streams soon. Do take care of yourself. Do all the self-care stuff that you need. That is freaking important. And do walk the doggo. That is important as well. I know that. So, thank you so much for bringing everybody here. Thank you so much for stopping by. And take care of yourself. And see you again next time. Bye-bye. Don Gio. Don, welcome. Don Gio, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Fantastic rest of your stream. Thank you. You too, Herman. So, I'm just gonna continue this way. Alright. Is it queen? Really? So, another duel gone wrong? Oh no, this is gonna be so bad. Well, let's go with the duel. The Monarch is not dumb. The Monarch is indecisive and is now starting to understand how politics works. So it makes sense that they would actually start changing what they do. Otherwise they would be just a flat character with no development. Oh, a K-pop idol. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Murder! Grandy Pasnik has been murdered in their own home. Dawn? Thank you so much for the follow. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I hope you can forgive me. No, Pasnik, why? Grandy Pasnik has been murdered in their own home. I think you'll find Noble Grandy that Pasnik met their unfortunate end in a duel. Come with the territory, I suppose, living son. A duel? There was a knife in their back. Indeed, my opponent facing away was a peculiar strategy. Do tell something, Your Majesty. This is clearly Chief Livingstone II's unlawful vengeance for his father. Okurai, hey. Okurai. Gotta say, find you hot too. I mean, somebody said, is there a noble you don't find hot? I mean, I'm starting to doubt that, you know. I don't think the Monarch is not dumb as fuck. Then you're wrong, my friend. It was indeed a duel. Yep. Execute Chief Livingstone for their obvious crime. Grandy Kura has no evidence. Let him go free. Everybody, this rebellion thing might stop existing here, so I'm gonna just let you vote. We're gonna just play it as free foretaste of rebellion. Yeah, I get it. That can happen. That can happen. Doesn't mean someone is dumb. I'm actually gonna veto this. I'm gonna veto this because Luda does not want to antagonize the Grandies as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I decided to go when he killed that guy. It's only fair that we do the same thing with Livingstone. For RP reason, I have to vote B. Yeah. Vengeance for Livingstone the First. This is so close. This is so close. This is actually a tie. Holy hell. Alright, I'm counting down from 5 here, alright? So if you haven't voted, vote, because you're gonna break a tie. So, counting down from 5, 4, your vote is decisive. 3, 2, 1, 0. Wait, Pasnik actually voted A to execute Chief Livingston. Because Chief Livingston murdered him. I mean, that makes a lot of sense that Pasnik would want that. A shame he could not muster the same sense of justice when our brother was killed. No matter, I have avenged his memory. Chief Livingston II is stoic as the watch led him to the gallows. We hope this is the last dueling-related death, as you vaguely recall an ancient proverb where the whole world goes blind. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. I would say that there's no hope of stopping the rebellion at this point. God damn it. Not working again. Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to rebel again. I'm really tempted to just say, hey, let's do something. Let's continue this game next week. Because this is kind of, you know... This is taking a lot of patience. Yeah, the reason why I stopped is because there's this soft lock that happens when sometimes the map... Oh, wait, give me a second. Clara's calling me, so it might be important. Give me a second. Clara is a very smart person and they lock themselves out without keys, so I need to open them the door for them. Give me a second. Alright. Classic Clara. Alright, let's go. Everybody knows, by the way.
No!
Of course, of course. Pasnik the Immortal starts again. No way. Pasnik the Immortal. Alright. Rebel, come on, vote to rebel. Do it. I mean, I'm gonna start the event. There actually was a Pasnik the Immortal meme at some point. We had a Mark the Immortal and then Pasnik the Immortal. Chief de Detrox. Your Majesty, the creatures have been ravaging our countryside. They are Ultrand. What? They are Ultrandr. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Why do all the chiefs look so hot? Ulthrandra? Ulthrandra, your greatness, people of the north turned into horrible creatures through ancient ritual. Werebeasts, not again. No, not again, what is up? So, this kingdom evidently has a werewolf problem, a werebeast problem. The Kaji didn't pay for ransom and I disappeared. Yeah, you kinda deserve that. Yeah, right? This sounds awfully familiar. The werewolf plague. Oh my god. Perseus! Welcome and thank you for joining. How you doing? Perseus. You're a chief? And I cannot see your... Oh, you look cool. I like this. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. You also served all the things I said. Shut up. Do you want to die again here? So... I blame the counts. We should act swiftly then. Well, your majesty, there's something else you should know. The Ulthrander, they're fanatics. They attack us because they believe you have turned against our old gods. They wish to see the influence of your ninth god completely eradicated in the north. The Archbishop is incensed, but you calm him with a wave of your hand. A vote must be called. This is gonna be a short dynasty game. I don't think chiefs will be able to stop with their rebel. I mean, we'll see. Ban all pagan practices in the north. Send monster hunters after the Ulthrander leaders. That actually sounds like a great idea. No, we're not gonna. No, we're absolutely not going to invite anywhere people to the capital. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Golden Bee. Absolutely. Like, I think that Luda, having witnessed what happened to Irinavan, wants to get rid of these as quickly as possible. As quickly as possible. What could go wrong with C? I think we have an idea of what could go wrong. Free money on B, so if you vote B, you get free money. Free money. I won't be bought. Yeah, of course, you're a southerner. You're a stoic southerner. Grandees with principles stand strong. Look who doesn't have principle. It's called Pasnik. There you go, I knew it. Waper doesn't have principles. Clofu and Panda. These fake southerners. Yeah. I will be bought sometimes, but not for matters of faith. Alright, free money on B. Counting down from 5 if you haven't voted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Davide, vote! Davide, vote! I'm waiting. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. It should fix itself in a few minutes. It doesn't try refreshing. Alright. Stonks and La Revolution. It is time for a group of professionals to handle this. You assemble the finest hunters money can buy and set them loose on this Ulthrander. For many moons you nervously await their return until one morning you are awakened hurriedly and ushered downstairs to the council chambers. On the table are an assortment of ghastly heads at various stages of decay, each of a different animal. The creatures have been dealt with, you are told, and the north is safe from their terror once again. I helped you. Will you be friend with me? Alright, this is unbearable. This is unbearable. This is unbearable. This is unbearable. I blame Luda for this. I do too. I do too. I really hope they fix this quickly. Apparently it was a thing that was not common at all before the hotfix, but it must have become, for some reason, continue other day or other game. I mean, try changing it to... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. It is borderless. Let's try full screen. Nothing changes. Let's change it to borderless. Nothing changes. Yeah, let's do something. I think that like, to keep going like this, it would be absolutely excruciating. Change it to windowed. Let me try to do something here. Wait. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Ooh. Let me see if it works. Does it work? Doesn't really work well. Like, it's not... It doesn't change anything. Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing at all. Doesn't change anything. Yeah, I've been out tabbing all the way, like... Yeah. Yeah, Reptastic, welcome back. I've tried both, like... I've tried both backing out, and restarting, and closing the application and restarting it. And in both cases, it works for a little bit and then it freezes again. So, is this controller compatible? I don't even know. Ouch. Did I cut myself? I did not. Okay. Is this compatible with the controller? Do you know? Do you know if it is? Because if it is, I'm gonna try it. Let me try this. I have a feeling it might not be, but... yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing at all, so no, it's not compatible. Alright. Yeah, this bug has been already sent to bug report. I think I want to finish it here, to be honest. Like, you wanted to finish the season. I think that finishing with... I mean, yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it once. Let's do the eligible options, and then we're gonna call it a day. All right, let's do it. Third, it may be fourth or fifth, to be honest. Let's do it again. Let us rebel first. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Oh, I don't think it's a save file thing, to be honest. I don't think it's a save file thing. I think that's it's probably a game code thing. Yeah, it's a game thing, right? Yeah, no, it's definitely not save specific. Again, I saw it happen to Hoi, to casual Hoi. So let's go. Let's do this one thing here. I'm gonna allow the chiefs to rebel, and then I'm gonna click on eligible options. We're gonna do this event, we're gonna do the end of season, and then we're gonna wrap here, and then we're gonna continue this next time. Which really sucks, because I really hoped to be able to do like one monarch at a time in this dynasty, but mystery leading the rebellion. You need 2 votes here. Do you have 2 votes to rebel? I'm gonna give you 20 seconds. If you don't find those 2 votes, it means that you don't really want to rebel. Is that what it means? 1 vote? 500 gold? And my king exterminated the Ulthrander. I have no more reason to rebel. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Fuck. 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 Well, okay. Okay. Eligible options. This game might be closing soon, but I'm starting to become kind of pissed about this having to close and start again, so I would rather just stop it and maybe have a longer stream next week. So let's do this. I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Yes, I know. Should marry Grandy, we'll see. Let's see the eligible bachelors. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Torgeir, firstborn son of the northern Honkai clan. Apparently he can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure he's wonderful when he comes out of his shell. We still have the most important part of the husbandos, yep. And despite his terror of social situations, he's utterly unafraid on the battlefield. People say he nurses a grudge, though. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Risimer, the eldest son of the Eastern Der Freischütz dynasty. Suggesting a Der Freischütz person sounds kind of threatening, you know? Also, this is probably a werewolf. Your nephew? No. Wait, why is this your nephew, Honkai? Yeah, there's wereblood here. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for this portrait. He's lost half the family fortune in gambling halls. Unfortunately, he went missing a while ago, but it turned out he'd accidentally locked himself in his cellar. Survived on wine for a week. Accidentally? Or because he's a werewolf, he locked himself in a cellar not to murder people? Intriguing candidate. He doesn't want to smile, so he doesn't show his wolf-like canines. That's true. Related to Clara, then. Might be. It might be. And finally, from the south, Melcher. Wait, wasn't it the same person we had? The eldest son of the recurrent ritual lineage? He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? We had a Melcher. All same 3 candidates? All the names? They're all the same? Alright, this must be a bug of some sort. I'm gonna report this. Same eligible options. Names. 2 times in a row. This must be some sort of bug. So, he claims to put his faith in the 9th god above all worldly concerns, and he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. That's it? Okay, not bad at all. What do you think, of course? What do I think? Really? What do I think? I think it's definitely not gonna be Torgeir. 10 years really changes a character. Let's see Ricimer again. Ricimer is a mess. Ricimer is a mess. While Melcher, big ego, faith, and wants to change the world. Yeah, RP says 2 things actually. Melcher is Spanish, Abraham Lincoln. Oh god, you're right. And he is also Werebeast. Yeah. Torgeir, yeah. So... yeah, I agree. I agree with Hesperus. RP is either counts because counts, or grind is because alliance. I agree. Another stream, they got suggested their father as a potential one? What do you mean? I'm not too eager either. My question is, how much are the counts pushing? I think... you know, I think it makes sense politically to marry the southerner, you know? And the reason is... heavily pushing south, yeah. Spanish Abraham Lincoln, I think. Vote on your phones and let's see the results. I think it might be the south, and you know why? Because we're probably gonna be having a war, like, I mean, we are gonna be having a war with the chiefs. And yeah, that secures an alliance, reason number 1. And reason number 2, the counts are known for not being too faithful to the 9th, right? And marrying into a very faithful person puts that kind of rumors to the side, right? So that helps to quench that kind of rumors. So it increases the popularity of the counts. So I think... I think it's gotta be south, yeah, Melcher. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Okay. End the season here. Oh, look at this. Look if it isn't our cutest count here. I recognize you, Hesperus. I recognize you. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the Eastern Counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored strings. See, Hesperus, I know it. The Monarch has finally found the match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now they just need to get on with the wedding. And Dragon Pit! Oh right, the Count Bill Gates, I remember. Indeed, and then get to producing an heir. The chiefs have been propping up the Monarch's authority a lot recently, which is highly suspicious. I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to use it against them somehow. Then we've got to keep up our efforts. Monarch Luda isn't going anywhere on our watch. Counts must continue to aid the Monarch by continuing countering the other region's schemes. They will win the game if the Monarch produces an heir and completes their ambition. Okay. And I think that this is a good moment, right, to say that Luda is trying to be a bit more assertive. You'll get your chance, Clotho, I believe. Sad. Kind of a sad situation, yeah. Rebellion, opening strike, the royal wedding. What do you want to do? Like, the reason why another reason why I'm very hesitant is that it's like the fact that we had these technical issues made us lose some time. So it's already midnight, and I need to get up kind of early tomorrow because I'm going hiking. So, God, like if I was 100% sure that this would end in like 30 minutes, I would go ahead. But the fact that we might still have, you know, the bug is genuinely wrapping up now is fine. Break here sounds reasonable. Rebel to resolve. Everyone's stopping now. It's late and buggy. Yeah, right. And also, I like the idea of like this seems narratively like a good stopping point because like we're gonna have a wedding and a rebellion striking, so it's kind of like Act 2 of this Monarch, right? So it feels like a good place to stop. RL more important than the game. Thank you, Outgate. Yeah, it's true. But I care about these, right? I care about these, and I care about you. Like you've all come here tonight, and you've dedicated a few hours of your life to this place, and it kind of sucks to not be able to give you a resolution because maybe next time we won't be able to be here, and you won't see how this ends. So, you know, I feel responsible in a way, and I really care about this, and I care about you, and so I want to give it my best, and I want to try to give you my best. So it sucks to, you know, be pushed to stop because the game is having some issues. Thank you, Icarus. Thank you. We had fun even with the bugs. Well, that's important. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. And Reaper going straight to what matters most. Who's the richest? Clotho is. Clotho is. Haha. Thank you, Twyla. Thank you. We'll be here next time. I'm looking forward to having you. Alright, then yeah, let's put it this way. We're gonna be stopping here for Monarch Luda. Glad to have you with us tonight. And so tonight we're gonna be wrapping up this second part of the second Monarch's reign. This might actually be a short one. We're gonna see how long it goes. So I actually have, before we get started with this, I actually have a little summary that our amazing That Which Lurks wrote for us. As usual, you may know that that's a thing if you have been around here. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, so That Which Lurks gave us a little summary so that you can get an idea of what happened here in case you weren't here. On the previous episode, as a distant cousin to King Irinavan, who was our first ruler, Conte Luda Marley-Tined was in the line of succession but had little chance of actually ending up crowned, letting them free to pursue their passion for esoteric bird breeding. Then the king died in a freak werewolf attack, and thanks to the count's machinations, Luda did end up on the throne with little time to prepare for it. They resolved to support the kingdom's animal husbandry, which they were familiar with, and to favor their native region in their rulings. They began by trying to use the mystical power of birds to bolster the eastern armies, but their research stalled, resulting in a weakened force and annoyed counts, though they stayed loyal to the king. Luda was hounded by accusations of favoritism, especially from the north, as the council exonerated Grandee Pasnik from his killing of Chief Livingston, yet executed Livingston II for attempting to avenge himself. The hot-blooded chiefs declared a bewildered Luda a tyrant of mythical proportions and rose in rebellion. Panicked, Luda did all he could to secure allies against the rebels by bribing and marrying into the Grandees, despite the warring popularity of the soft-spoken false pretender Hakina recurrent ritual, whose sermons obliquely blamed the current situation on the monarch's lack of faith. Will the political wedding go well? What will the chief's first strike look like? Will Luda rise to the occasion and prove themselves an assertive and competent ruler? After all, that's what happened previously, and now we're gonna decide what happens at the end of this reign. We're ending this tonight. Cold Balls, hey, welcome back. Welcome back to you and the Chaos. Thank you for joining. How you doing? A little applause for our amazing Damage Lurks and their summaries. These are so helpful. Thank you so much. Royal Wedding and Rebellion, just casual King of the Castle. Is it better if I say what? Oh yeah, no, absolutely, Electrolude, don't worry. The Flying Knights, yes. Pasnik, welcome. Don't panic, just Pasnik, yes. Yeah, right? It's not a tyrant. It's not a tyrant. We killed 2 Livingstons in one game, yeah. Yep. Scheme was prophecy, so literally called Luda a mythical tyrant. Oh, you're right! The bird boy. That which looks is absolutely amazing, I agree. I agree. Their summaries are incredible. Alright. Yeah, reason to noble in the middle of civil war, right? Are you a Grandee? Because that would make a lot of sense, right? You are a Grandee. So that probably means that Luda is just trying to gather favors towards the Grandees to make sure that they have allies. So there we go. That's probably what happened. All right. We can't be bought. I will see about that. So, what do we do? The royal wedding? I think we'd go with the royal wedding first, right? Let's have a nice thing happen to us. Let's do this. The civil war casts a shadow over your wedding. I never had that. Oh my god, I love that this is personalized. This is customized because there's a rebellion. This is so cool. Oh my god. Yes! Aren't these devs amazing? Can we just be honest? They're freaking amazing. Oceanosphere, welcome back, how you doing? This is incredible. Like, if you can buy this game and want to buy this game, go buy it. If you can and you haven't, go review the game, because that helps them immensely. Even just, it's a great game. It helps them tons with the algorithm for Steam. So, this is incredible. I wonder what it would be if you married the chief and the chiefs rebelled. Probably a bad marriage is what that would be. Already have it, I'll review it later. Absolutely do. If you can, absolutely do. It helps them. It's the #1 thing that helps them. Alright, let's read this. The Civil War casts a shadow over your wedding. Instead of being a joyous public holiday, the day arrives without much pomp and ceremony. Still, all your loyal nobles have arrived in the capital to keep up appearances. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Melcher at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Of course I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there is a feast, and after the feast, a dance. At the feast, your new husband Melcher delivers a long, rambling speech that puts everyone to sleep. By the time you find yourself alone with Melcher, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. What a wonderful occasion that was. A shame that tradition demanded we marry in St. Berthand's Cathedral. I can assure you the temples down in the south are much grander. I think Luda is actually a nice person. You know? I think they actually care. I hope you're not feeling homesick already. Of course not, I never get homesick actually. I can't abide people who waste time dwelling on the past. Well, what are your thoughts on the state of the kingdom? Well, you know, the kingdom looks after itself. Melcher immediately changes the topic to talk about something he's more interested in. The kingdom looks after itself? It doesn't look like that. Melcher, I have bad news for you, but I'm just a humble follower of the Ninth God's teachings, and everywhere I look, I'm surrounded by sinners and heathens. Can't wait to laugh at them from the thereafter. Oh god, I've married an out-retreat. Well, I have never been more offended in all my life. Melcher pulls away from you and retreats to the spare bed chamber, slamming the door. You're left feeling a little depressed and dreading what married life will bring. Luda is actually a decent person, but not really a believer. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. I don't think they would buy that. Laughing at them from the thereafter, it's like, oh my god, really? God damn it. What's happening in chat here? Yeah, of course the Chiefs are not at the wedding. Love wins? Not really. That's your son. Sorry for treating your son like shit. Transferring your message to the devs using the clip. Wait, which one? Which message? Don't do this. Come on. Yeah, Luda isn't a believer. Come on. Come on. This line about the kingdom is so great in this context, right? The kingdom handles itself. What do you mean? What do you mean that the rebellion is okay? Is a good thing? They get the game, they're amazing. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have a voice in that. That sounds a little bit flattering, but you do what you think is good. It's not the woof woof woof, no. Yeah, exactly, that which lurks. Luda is already regretting this. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, Northwind, exactly. Now, feel free to do whatever you want, Mr. Dragon. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do it at your own behest. Do we have lore about Twilight's great-grandson, the Harpy Tamer? I don't think we do. Wait, oh. I don't think we do. I don't think we do. I think it's easier to check, right? If you look for the Blythewood family in the World Anvil. So, Rebellion. It's that which lurks. Is it? Yeah. It's that which lurks. Oh, it's not in World Anvil. Then probably we don't have lore for that. Well, at long last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Chief That Which Lurks, their tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the braziers. The chiefs of the north will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We'll be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Skuld, the true king. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. Would Luda execute? Yeah, it wasn't a bot for sure. I think Skuld is a good name. And that's what I think, Dragon Pit, you know? I think that Luda wouldn't be so decisive or so desperate. I don't think so, Sea of Noobs, no. Yeah, I think it would be something more like they're just a child. No, this is not just a child. I don't think Luda has learned to be tough at all. I don't think that Luda really... On the one hand, I don't think that Luda directly wants more blood on their hands. And on the other, I don't think they want to destabilize the kingdom further. So yeah, I think it's just gonna be a threat. One day we'll see your head on a spike. There'll be many heads on spikes before this war is over. Mine will not be among them. Chieftain that which lures strides from your throne room without looking back. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, your majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? The chiefs are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. How do things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Chief Mystery Dragon. As reason for the uprising, he's citing your past transgressions, mainly your depressing Eastern coronation. What? You're mad with me? Because I made you listen to somber metal music? And made you dress as a goth? Like, I murdered two of your... I think Mystery Dragon doesn't like Levinson. I think we can conclude that. Like, why would you be more mad at me because of the coronation than because of the fact that I just blatantly let two of your people get murdered? Yeah, not the Levinson situation. Like, evidently, Mr. Dragon just doesn't like Levinson. That's pretty clear to me. Luda is a nice boy. Unfortunately, your rulership doesn't always work out well for nice boys. Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's actually, yeah. It's they, them. Their tasting music is awful. Yeah, Monarchs pronounces they, them. Must have been a real bummer party. You were there and you liked it, Count Casual Hoy. Don't think I don't see you. I can accept tyrannical execution, but I draw the line at goth music. God damn it. I wanted the river. God. Is it too late to apologize? It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. So this is a civil war? That's right, your majesty. The kingdom is divided. There'll be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Okay. And let's see how this goes. I stayed at home during the coronation. Mystery Dragon, of course, too long have those bastards in the Crownlands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our ways of life. Hey, Honkai! Really strong contribution to the conversation. Honkai, look pretty fucking cool. A delicate chief, I like that. Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back Morgana. To fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests. Hey! Very strong contribution again. Thank you. Thank you. Hey! Incredible. Incredible. Most chiefs aren't particularly eloquent. I mean, that 8 says a lot, though. Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? And what do you answer to this question, chiefs of the North? Let's hear it. Hey! Awesome, thank you. I needed that, thank you so much. Frag Enjoyer, I'm gonna show you the door in a second. Don't you dare. We can launch a preemptive strike against the Counts to cripple their military capabilities. Oh yeah, they don't need to be very eloquent, right? If we suspect the Counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the Monarch's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient. So what do you want to do, chiefs? What do you want to do? Vote now. Do you want to launch a preemptive strike on the Counts with a 90% chance of success? Do you want to call upon the Counts to join your cause with a 10% chance of success? Or do you want to send an assassin after the Monarch for 750 gold? 90% sounds like a no-brainer, right? I think I know what you're gonna be choosing. Your raid. This is all Luda's fault. Just had to do the bird program. There was a good chance that might work. You know? Imagine failing. If this fails, it's gotta be a sign that the bird demons are on our side. Let's go. Let's go. 10% chance, come on. The chiefs launch a surprise attack on the east, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. Are we ready? 10% chance. We can do this. Bird demons, are they real? They're not. Unfortunately, they're not. The Catcher Regiment of the Eastern Army unawares and spring in ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battleground will be stained red for a generation. Thank the gods! Down with the Monarch! The Northern soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the East devastated in their wake. Ah, goddammit. I mean, it's actually still close, right? Because the chiefs only have 7 military and the other 2 have 6. So... thanks to these, the counts have a reason to fight the Monarch, right? For the Monarch, yeah. The prophesied Ninth Herald is finally manifested on Celestat, taking the form of a humble noble known as Aquila, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Haha, the peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Aquila. I knew you could do it. The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Could I? Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false monarch. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. That shouldn't be too hard, what with the ongoing rebellion. Again, customized text. So for the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Good stuff. And the counts are loyalists. Fantastic. Imaginary friends. Yeah, same Dragon Pit. Like, if they do, it's gonna be quite unbalanced, but we'll see. Sickness spreads, a great battle, an offer from mercenaries. I might want to do this. Sasha? Sasha Blythewood? Oh, the Harpy Tamer? Oh my god, you found it. Take the deal? Like, for the mercenaries? Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a look at what they're saying. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Okay. It was literally on the screen? What do you mean? Your Majesty, a band of mercenaries from the Tatterlands have offered to support you in the Civil War. Oh, it came up on the screen. Okay. They call themselves the Merry Jackals. I don't know much about them, but we can't afford to turn away any help. The Count. Okay, yeah. Huh. Ambitious vassal Sasha, Count Clayman. Okay, so we have a record. How much are they asking for? 1,000 gold from your treasury. Could be worse, right? We better run this by the council. Yeah. Of course, Your Majesty. Hire the Merry Jackals to fight for you. You know, I'm actually gonna go for Iron Choice to hire them. Because I think we need a little bit of authority here, in case we need some roles. Let's do that. Let's hire them. Let's do that. Tough choice. Why not Golden? Because I think that Monarch's Iron Choice is best for the kingdom overall, because we might have to make some authority rolls during the rebellion, and having a little bit of more authority can help. If you look up option A, doesn't even immediately take the money. Thank you, Vaspir. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's go. Chiefs cannot vote. You're rebelling. Yeah, of course you're rebelling. You want to vote for things to and you actually voted to hire the mercenaries against you? Cool. Of course not, you rebel scum. The Mary Jackals arrive on your shores soon after. When your marshal reports back from her first meeting with them, she looks uneasy. Nastiest looking bunch of villains I've ever seen. They've all got ghastly grins cutting through their cheeks. Let's hope they unnerve the enemy as much as they unnerve me. But over the next few weeks, it becomes clear that the Jackals have no intention of getting into a real battle. Instead, they roam around bullying the peasants in the south and stealing their grains. If they do happen to be near a real battle, they wait until it's over, then swoop in to loot at the aftermath. Could be worse, Your Majesty, at least they're not actively hurting our chances. Fuck. Fuck. Well, fuck. Yeah, the game is just RNG screwing the Monarch, yep. Yep. Let's go with the battle. Let's see. Final RNG. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the north is advancing on the capital, led by the treacherous Kerr, Chief Mystery Dragon. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the south. If they march now, they'll intercept the chiefs in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the east. It's risky, but together they'd have higher chances of defeating the accursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Safe on your islands? Yeah, you're in the lower part of the Count's reigns, right? Counts and Grandees unite on the banner of loyalty. It is time. I hope they do. It's a monarch who deserves it, damn it. Your leader is a dragon. Why die to defend this bird brain? A useful idiot they were, but their usefulness is coming to an end quite quickly. That is absolutely brutal, Northwind. I mean, Luda is so focused on birds, they're probably not gonna bring more bears to the kingdom, so that's a good reason to murder them, if I were you. So... God damn it. I think we should join forces, right? I think we should join forces. I don't think we have a chance otherwise. Yeah. Hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Sassy! Glad to meet you! Are you gonna follow the orders, Sassy? I love that sassy smile. Are you gonna follow the orders? Grandees of the South. What do you wanna do? Do you want to defy orders and send the southern army to fight the rebels? Or do you want to follow orders and link up with the counts? Or do you want to hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge? This probably is going to decide the fate of the kingdom. Northern rebel, but Northwind is too brutal. This is a tie so far? No way. This is so close. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to vote here. Actual tie? Oh wow, these bird brains are only choice to protect our religion, our kingdom. Since near our, at least the East army can defeat them. I mean, that's true, that's true. Okay, this is a 50-50 scenario. So, how many grandees do we have? 3, 4? 4, we have 4 more grandees. So, if y'all want to vote, I'm gonna count down from 5. It's currently a tie, and you can break the tie and decide. So, counting down from 5, at 0, I go, and it's a 50-50. I think you should get your vote seen. This is so important. I don't think you want to leave it to fate. So, counting down from 5. Last call for the grandees to vote. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh my god. Oh my god. The grandees were so split. Follow orders and link up with the counts. The grandees were so split that what probably happened was that I imagine this as like what happens was probably this. The grandees had a council trying to decide what to do, and they were so close they couldn't find a consensus, and probably one of them just snuck out of the council and decided, the council has decided, we march, and just started the troops towards the count's army to join up forces. I think it's one of those things where a consensus was not reached, but the one individual made that. Who is that individual? I ask. I'm getting the feeling it might be Sassy. I'm getting the feeling it might be Sassy because Sassy was in the cutscene. It might have been me, right? I think it might have been you. There goes our stats. Can we hope that we win the rolls despite the odds? I think it's still not too bad. Sassy is the commander of the forces in the south? I think so. Sassy, do you think it's you? Because if you think it's you, we're gonna make it official. Oh my god. It was a 50-50 recurring ritual. If you had been here, you could have voted otherwise. Yeah, it tied and it was... Oh, no, sorry, that sounded accusatory. That's not what I meant. Mr. Sleepy Slap, welcome back. How you doing? I just meant, if you had joined like a minute earlier, you could have decided the vote. Instead, it was a 50-50, and that's the choice that came up. Okay, Sassy. Sassy is the commander. So that's officially what happened. Consensus was not reached, but Sassy decided to just take destiny in her arms and grab the army. I'm just here for the ride. Either way, it's gonna tell a great story. Oh, I agree. Alright. New headcanon is that the actual commander took command after the deadlock. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Yeah, don't worry, your current ritual. Finally, she arrives at your throne room, looking perfectly composed. Your Majesty, as you order, the Grandees have turned their army around to link up with the Counts. We can only hope this was the right decision. Have some confidence, Your Majesty. Too late for doubts now. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. And my fate, too. That's true. Never fear, Your Majesty. If we do lose these, there are worse fates than a swift head chopping. That's not reassuring. That is not reassuring. Over the next few weeks, it becomes clear that the Southern Army's retreat has given the chiefs free rein to pillage and plunder the South. The rampaging northern troops descend on farms like locusts, taking everything to feed thousands of hungry soldiers. Meanwhile, shops, churches, and manors are plundered, and the stolen loot shipped back to the north. But while the South suffers, the Southern forces successfully link up with the Counts. You will rebuild. I believe you, Grandees. I believe you. I believe you. Chiefs truly have no honor. Now the joint army of the Grandees and the Counts rush to meet the chiefs in open warfare, and the winner will either end your reign or preserve it. Okay. Sickness spreads. Your Highness, a terrible sickness is spreading among my troops in the south. What kind of sickness? We've done a lot of digging, a lot of latrines and a lot of graves. What can we do about it? If we let the disease run its course, we'll have lost a lot of soldiers we can't afford to lose. But I'm not sure how much we can do. Perhaps the council can see a way forward? Okay. This is why they were too busy to vote? Camera's drunk? What do you mean? Am I out of focus? This should be better. Okay. Nope. I don't know if it's better. Let me get closer. This should be better. So, what do we have here? Quarantine the deceased and order the healthy to leave them behind. Just do nothing to stop the spreading of the sickness. I mean, of course we do see, right? Of course. We're gonna do that, right? Right? Yeah, see. I'm gonna give you gold. I'm gonna absolutely give you gold. Let's go. Yeah, that's the thing that happened with the mercenaries. Go for D, come on, why would we do that? Yeah, for the kingdom. For the kingdom. And our liege. Mystery Dragon, you cannot vote! Alright, I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to vote and get 500 free gold. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Quarantine the deceased. You order... Thank fucking god it's a success. You order the deceased soldiers quarantined in a separate camp. The rest are marched off to a safe distance. Dozens of soldiers lie about their symptoms to save their own skins, but fortunately your officers root them out. They're sent back to quarantine. Very few soldiers in the quarantine camp survive, but the sickness stops spreading among your healthy troops. Sometimes sacrifices must be made. Okay. This is still acceptable. This is still acceptable. Auction time. Oh, we get an option to raise the Count's military here. We might want to do something about that. Okay. So I'm gonna start the auction here. Let's go. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the bill you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options here are A, raising faith for the chiefs, or lowering authority with B, or raising military for the counts with C, which sounds like an incredibly good idea to me. Raising stability with D, raising trade for the grandees with E, or lowering stability with F. What do y'all want to do? What do y'all want to do? I see a bunch of people voted for C, and I'm very happy about it. Oh my god, Twyla. Really going all in. Damn, I'm gonna let you know there's 10 seconds left. The Blythewood family. What is the count's goal? They're loyalists. 10 seconds left. They are loyalists, so they win if the monarch wins. It's a new thing with the new patch. Oh my god, this actually ended up being very close. Wow. So we had Yuki the Wolf and Twyla Blythewood ended up lowering authority and raising military. That's a lot of money spent. I don't think I've ever seen this much money spent in game 2 of a dynasty. Incredible. God, the nobles are so invested in these. Like, did you all actually, yeah, you spent everything you had. Not Twilight. Twilight saved some money. Awesome. It's fantastic. Lag, or else it would have been 3,800. About your heir. This is not the time! A fortress besieged? Oof. I think we should... What do you think we should do? I mean, let's go with about your heir, right, first. I got invested when the chiefs attacked the church. It's a crusade. That makes sense, yeah. Your marriage to Melcher is not what you'd hoped. He seldom sleeps in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a few frosty words before he departs to the chapel. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congrats, Sarinor, the royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Something's still missing, you need an heir. However, securing an heir is impossible while the kingdom is at war with itself. Defeat there is rebellion, and then, and only then, is it worth looking into the future. I'll talk to you again when the realm is at peace. Well, that was easy. Was there 10k spent for auctions near the end of your long dynasty? I think, yeah, even more than that. Yeah. I think the CEO of Noob spent a lot of money. A lot of money at the end of the long dynasty. Like, he went from 54,000 to like 8,000, 4,000 at the end of the game, I think. Air Fortress Final Battle. I think that's the way you do it, right? Yeah, I think it's Fortress, right? Because it just makes more sense. Blythewood! Your Majesty, we must send aid to my friend in the field, Count Davide. What kind of aid? The northern forces marched right through his lands, and he holed up inside his fortress. The fortress can withstand a frontal assault, but the rebels aren't stupid enough to try that. They'll besiege Count Davide and starve him out. You can't let that happen, your grace. He's a close friend, and always lend me a hand when my farms are struggling. The chiefs are at the gate, your grace. Make sure you're banging. I've heard golden choice get worthless in games that long. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to us as well, Vitamin Cheap. Like, we were having this conversation a couple times ago, where people were saying, oh, golden choice is overpowered. And then I was saying, have you actually played a long game? Because, like, when you start having, like, 5, 6, 7, 10 monarchs, it loses a lot of its power. Like, I literally had a game where I picked it, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna be able to manipulate nobles, no problem. I picked a choice, and then people just ignored it entirely, and I was like, I'm gonna die, and I died. Attacking babes is dishonorable, much better to take them and raise them to higher ideas. I did not expect this. Yeah, nobody expect the Chief's Inquisition. Twyla has human friends, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's not overpowered. Alright. What do we do here? Divert a portion of the eastern forces to lift the siege. Employ some local traders to smuggle food into the castle. Leave him be. It will be a useful instruction for the enemy troops. The question that counts is, can we afford to do this? Like, I'm genuinely asking the counts here, right? Like, can we afford to do this? Can we afford to divert a portion of Eastern forces? Unlucky for them, my entire lands is filled with farms. Yeah, right? Kobolds, yeah. I think that I think Luda's gonna go for this. And for God's sake, let's hope that this works. An Italian Mazda ad? Oh, that is really weird. Might that be because I'm Italian and I'm streaming from Italy? That's weird, though. Oh, that was actually... yeah, it's understandable, Twyla. That's understandable. The only thing that I was very concerned about is that the treasury is so low that I'm very scared that employ means pay some local traders to smuggle food into the castle. And Luda wasn't really feeling comfortable going completely bankrupt because of that, you know? Davide is sacrificing themselves. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, Twyla. Absolutely. Luda's Start of Darkness here. This is Start of Desperation, actually, I think. Let's go. This is betrayal. We won't forget this. Understandable. Thankfully, Eastern troops' food supplies are plentiful enough that Count Davide survives the siege. A significant portion of the northern forces are tied up sieging the fortress for months to come, leaving their other troops with less protection. Oh my god. Can Luda actually do this? We're now... like, it's tied. Oh my god, it's tied. You can get like 50 or more out of the treasury but not go bankrupt and win. It's an achievement? Really? That's cool. There's a chance. There is a chance. Davide, your sacrifice, which is not a sacrifice, will be appreciated. You're starving them out. The final battle. Win with 300 or less in your treasury. Well, we'll see if that happens. A month ago, battle was averted, but that battle cannot be postponed forever. The grandees and counts are all that stands between the chiefs and the capital. A final battle deciding the fate of the kingdom. I'll send word to the counts that it's time to strike. We can only hope that they listen to our orders, your majesty. Counts, what do we do here? The odds are actually in our favor. The odds are actually in our favor. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Wow. Wow. Feeling I have been too harsh on Luda? Huh? See? Just gotta give them time. They're a fledgling bird. Yeah, this is how Luda can still win. People leave on the Monarch. Good wins today? We'll see. Their odds are in our favor. We must attack now and succeed. I starved them out of my fortress and now we'll lead a strike to end this battle for once and for all. Count's tactical brilliance will prevail. Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. The Counts of the Grandies fight the rebels. Melting Penguins. We have a 60% chance of winning this. Let's go. Yes! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god, it worked! Oh my god, it worked! The comeback! This is amazing! Oh my god! When she finally returns, she strides into the throne room with a triumphant gleam in her eyes. Monarch Luda wins! I mean, for now. The rebellion. This is incredible. This is incredible. I never would have thought this would have happened. Well, we caught the chiefs by surprise as they were fording a river. Classic pincer movement. The Counts attacked from one side and the Grandies charged in from the other. You should have seen it. The river ran red that day. Another slaughter. Oh my god, look at this! So, we've won? Yes, Your Majesty, unless something totally unexpected happened. At that moment, a frantic soldier bursts in. I think it's enough. I think it's enough. Yeah, they preemptive striked us. Yeah. The chiefs attacking the east secure the loyalty. Yep. See, this is why I love freaking RP stuff. I hope I'm recorded in history as one of the many brave Grandies to fight the rebellion. Of course. At that moment, a frantic soldier bursts in. Your Majesty, we've received word from our scouts. I don't quite know how to say this. Spit it out, damn you! Yes, ma'am. Your Majesty, the chiefs must have split their forces. The army we defeated was a diversion. They've got another regiment making its way through the Crown Lands. What the fuck? They'll be outside the capital in a matter of days, and the Counts are too far away to help. What do we do? What? 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 No. I sang victory too soon. Oh no. Oh no. Don't panic, remember just fasting. It's not Jover. Prepare for a siege. Fuck. Thank you for the beats, Yuki. We can do this, you cannot. You can take your dirty northern beats and take them back into the north. That's not, actually, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I got carried by the RP. Ooh, yeah, Luda is panicking. Doing it for the churches, right? The beats are caltrops. Damn you! You're too smart. Okay, so toss a beat to your Twitcher. Okay. Yeah, it's not about the Monarch at all at this point. What do we do? How come we didn't spot this sooner? They must have been killing our scouts and marching out of their cover at night. Those cunning bastards. We've got a lot of work to do. Build up the capital's fortifications, stockpile food, train up the citizens' militia. But don't worry, Your Majesty, this is the last-ditch ploy of a defeated enemy. We need to outlast the siege and the Counts will come to our rescue. Okay. Okay. Don't like where this is going for you? Yeah. Yeah, it shouldn't. Wait, what happened? Oh! Thank you so much, Shiny Quarks. For the 500 bits, that's a lot, man. Thank you. That's really appreciated. I say this every time, but it's true. In this moment of time, it helps a lot for me. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's very generous of you. Also, fuck the Chiefs. Throwing beat caltrips on them. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Last ditch ploy of a defeated enemy is cool, right? Yeah, you throw 10 caltrips at me. See? Loyal subjects are gonna go 500 at you. 551 even. There you go. Can you put in 52 more so you contributed 1,000 bits in total? No. Oh, there you go, 53. That is just so triggering. I'm sure it will be triggering for some people, but I appreciate that. I don't care. 999. God damn it. That is cruel shit. That is some cruel shit. Yeah, they're probably gonna go at 1001, right? Straight away, so. I don't know what accent with that. Straight away. Thank you so much for the 999, I guess, at this point, Shiny Quartz. It's much appreciated again. My Augustus, I promise that if you can wait, I will march my soldiers towards the capital and kill the barbarians. I hope I can wait. The south swells with devotees from across the kingdom. They've come to see Hakina, the Ninth Herald, in action. In the picturesque town of Aranjar, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to raucous applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army were strong enough, we could use the chaos of the rebellion to our advantage and take the palace by force. Aren't these variations to the schemes so fucking cool? Aren't they? A crusade? That sounds promising, though I suggest we leave it up to the Ninth God. Surely he will intervene on Hakina's behalf. Grandees of the South, it is your time to vote. You can actually vote on that. What do you want to do? Do you want to launch a holy war to claim the throne, trying to raise your own military? Or do you want to pray for a miracle and trying to raise your own faith? What do you want to do, Grandees? You want to pray for a miracle? Really? Jakak! Welcome and thank you so much for following. It's for joining. You are Grandie. Welcome to the Grandies. How you doing? Glad to have you. Yeah, beer. God damn it. Yeah, you love faith over the throne. That's true. That's true. Let's go. No, this is not new. I think I lost to this scheme like in one of my very first games. Let us join in prayer, fellow Grandies. The end of Monarch Luda's illegitimate, godless rule is upon us. Our claimant Hakina is poised to take the throne and usher in a new golden age. We need only wait for a miracle. For the final stage of the scheme, the Grandies must raise their faith to at least 10. Oh, taxing season. I was expecting 2 more to pop up here now. So... what do we do here? God damn it. God damn it. Common. You should try getting to 300 or below for the achievement. I don't like to force that kind of stuff. Like, whenever it happens, it happens. It might be a cruel tax sign. Right? Don't heavy nor bribe. You know, like... in this one... It is like doing one cruel and one of these, but I'm not gonna win because I still need an heir, so it's gonna be a long one. I, the Sea of Noobs, allow you to cruel tax us and the Grandies. Yeah, you cannot speak for the Grandies. Can Luda be cruel? Yeah, right, we don't want the bankrupt event, I think. Also, you're very freaking wealthy. Holy crap. Krill tax us now and then take it out on the chiefs later? That actually sounds good. You know? Just give us some money before you die? Ah. Not accepting Krill. Yeah, I know. Krill tax and every. Yeah, I know. As a grindy, you don't need to Krill tax us, but feel free to. It makes sense. During war, like, that's the thing. Like, we're financing the war effort right now. And also use Golden to pay us back. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Like, for an obvious choice. I think... I honestly think... Still want our help even though we got vendetta against the chiefs now. Go Krill tax both of us. We really need the money in the capital and you can repay us by golden choices what we want. That's so I'm thinking that that's the kind of deal that Luda would look to strike. Like Krill taxing now with the idea of giving it back later with golden choices and with a bribe. I think Luda would do this. Like, not, like, I don't like this. This cruel is such a bullshit move from the devs. Because it's not necessarily a cruel thing. Wait, are those beats again? Good choice. Thank you, Shinicorks. Yeah, I think we do that. Yeah, heavy tax. Heavy tax would be nicer, but this is charges the you know, charges up people much more. And finally we've passed 1,000. That's such an asshole thing to do. Okay, let's do this. I think this is a war contribution with the idea of giving it back. And if the king, if the monarch actually manages to win, I think they're gonna pass that along to their successor here. If they don't manage to get enough tax in season to pay it back. A ground shaking discovering? Do we really want to do that? Not besieged? Yeah, discovery sounds pretty important. Yeah, let's go. It's literally ground shaking, yeah. The chiefs are digging tunnels under our walls, your majesty. Oh, that kind of ground shaking. I think besiege second, yeah. But the blood of the dead, northern troops could boil up from underground anywhere in the city. Even under your very throne. Knife Master, hey, I hadn't seen you, welcome back. I've placed bronze bowls of water inside the city walls. Judging by the size of the ripples, we've worked out where the tremors are coming from. That's such a smart thing to do. Fill it with the farts, so they run away. I will Duke Trio you in your throne room. What? I would love to see that. Oh my god, yeah, the Reaver. It's a rough measurement for certain, but we must act now. What would the council have me do? Okay, council, what can we do here? Flood the tunnels with water diverted from the Treadwater River, dig counter tunnels and send troops to fight them off. Smoke him out. We could smoke him out. For some reason, flooding the tunnel doesn't sound great. I think we should smoke them out, right? Exactly, like flooding the town will ruin the infrastructure, I think. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Like, there's a high chance that a Reaver could destroy, like, could damage foundation and, yeah, and all that. Exactly, it sounds like a good way to collapse the tunnels and everything that's on top of it. I think we should... Yeah, I think we should go Golden Choice C. So you start getting some gold back. Actually, you get more than what I just took, so... Smoking means they don't get the chance to come out breathing. After this, let's plan in Geneva, like a Geneva meeting or whatever it's called. La Convention, Geneva Convention. Alright, vote C for free money, everybody. Kind of count down from 5. If you want to vote C, you get free money. So counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, Geneva Convention, exactly. We may not have patricians, but based on how I spent money on bears, I'm basically a patrician. You are. I just spit on the microphone. Sorry. I didn't want to do that. Unless you asked me to. After days of exploratory digging, your tunnelers meet up with the northern tunnels. Start them out, now we'll smoke him out. Planty McPlant face, hell yeah. Your marshal immediately sets up a large set of bellows and several tons of burning feathers, pumping the tunnels with acrid smoke. The sound of any soldiers coughing is music to your ears. Once the tunnel is abandoned, you burn the wooden braces and collapse it safely. Success, but hardly a victory. None of their troops were killed, but you fended them off for the time being. On the other hand, wartime feather supplies run dangerously low. Okay. 10k wealth printed from Golden Choice costs 0 inflation, but 10k treasure printed causes massive inflation. Yeah. I think we're gonna go with the river, right? I think we should be brave. Yeah, let's do it. Let's be brave. Let's show the Northerners that we can win no matter what. Troubling news, Your Majesty. The Treadwater River has been contaminated. We're not sure how, but the chiefs got upstream of us and fouled the water. Ninth only knows with what. I'll spare you the details of what's happened to the poor souls who've drunk from it. Rest assured that it is not pretty and very deadly. The Treadwater provides water for the whole city. If this isn't solved soon, then we'll all die of thirst. Yeah, I agree, Yuki. Order the Grandees to sneak water supplies into the capital, keep the safe drinking water for the nobles and the army, continue to drink from the river, build a dam to block the river and flood the enemy camp. We might go for A here, right? Continue to drink from the river. Yeah, no, I don't think we go for that. Build a dam, no. Keep the safe drinking water from the noble and the army. I like the 7% from D. I think it's not B, it's not C, it's A or D. I think it's gonna have to be A, right? Yeah. I encourage you to go for A. Like, building a dam sounds very dangerous right now. God, I'm out of water already. Again. It's 12 liters. Yeah, A has to be the choice, right? It's the one that makes the most sense. Damn, a dam? It's hard to even give a damn. Alright, this looks like it's gonna be A. Let's go. Careful when you go get some more water, it might be contaminated. Vote E, ask the Monarch to share from their giant bottle. Well, let's go. Too Shy I have a really bad headache, so I think I'm just gonna go early. Yeah, no worries, Too Shy. Thanks so much for stopping by and playing with us. I hope you had a good time. And hopefully your headache recovers soon, and you can get better soon. Bye. See you around. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go! Oh my god, yes! By all that is holy, it will be done. The Grandies are as fatigued as they are dutiful. Supplies are still rationed, but at least no one is dying of thirst. We're doing this. We are doing this. Let's go! The chiefs march through the Crown lands, pillaging and burning. The roads are heaving with refugees and corpses clog the rivers. Now the capital is surrounded. You stand on the ramparts of your palace, staring out in dismay at the army camps stretching for miles outside the city walls. Get down from there, Your Majesty, if they get lucky with a crossbow bolt. Is there any hope, Marshal? Only one. The Grandies and the Counts are still out there, Your Majesty. The combined army smashed the rebels in the last battle and they can smash them again. Hope they get here in time. You're right. There is still hope. As you finish your sentence, an immense trebuchet hurls a 10-ton boulder towards the capital. It crashes into a nearby clock tower, smashing it to smithereens, that poor clock tower. Like I said, Your Majesty, you'd better get inside. Let's go. What's the lore in picking the bear lady to deliver secret water supplies? Wait, who was it? Who was it? I have a bad feeling that the chiefs might be able to steal the victory after losing the rebellion. Oh, not the clock tower. Northwind. Oh, Northwind it was. I don't know. You tell me. Why was it you? Like, I mean, it's actually pretty easy if you think about it. You managed to get a bear from where? I don't even know. You probably have good contacts with smugglers. So that's probably why. You probably used your contacts, got the smugglers on our side, and got them to deliver some water. That makes a lot of sense. All right. The bear was from the Tattlelands. See? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, see? It actually makes sense. This is why I love building lore. Because if you just think about it a little too, you know, for a little, answers just come up if you create something that is coherent. Must be because I believe one of the final things of prophecy is slow defiance. Oh. I guess there's still context I need for barefoot. Yep. The counts are gathered in the empty council hall late at night. A new report from one of their spies has just come in. Drakov's bones. The Grandies have been planning to get the so-called Ninth Herald on the throne, and they've whipped up enough support from the peasants to possibly go through with it. Is it too late to stop them? Maybe. I don't know what their final move will be, but it won't be long now. And those chiefs are tearing up the countryside with their damn rebellion at the same time. Aren't these two lovely? Like the Count Bill Gates and the cutest Count ever? Dragon Pit and Hesperus? A war on the true fronts, then. We'll take on both the chiefs, counts, and Grandies. Play them against each other and... Wait, we'll take on both the chiefs, counts, and Grandies? Like, even yourself? Play them against each other, and the Monarch Luda will rule for 100 years. The Count's goal is to ensure the Monarch wins the rebellion. They may also join the ongoing rebellion, but this will cancel the Loyalist scheme. We'll take on the Counts, yeah. Still hitting on Hesperus. I'm not actively hitting on Hesperus. I'm just complimenting the look because I think it's really cute. Hesperus is really enthusiastic, yeah. Think positively. So what do we do here? What do we do here? Yeah, I think it might be Unity for in place of Golden Choice, yeah. Yeah. I take my position as cutest Count very seriously. I'm glad you do. It's a good position to be in, if you ask me. The siege grinds on. Another dawn breaks. The great army of the north sprawls outside your city walls. For the last 3 weeks, they have tried to fight their way in. The siege drags on and your food supplies are dwindling. The streets outside your palace explode in daily riots as the citizens demand to be fed. Oh, stop making such a pathetic face, Luda. The Grandies will soon arrive and bail you sorry arse out of the fire. As usual. I'm gonna fucking murder you, Melcher. As evening draws in, horns blast outside the city walls. The chiefs are mounting a final attack. A final attack, you say? Let's end the season. Let's go. We can beat everyone, even ourselves. Yeah, Seed will end. This one mainly exists to just stretch out the rebellion for a bit. Okay. Rebel against Melcher. A Grim Dawn? What? Oh, I wasn't allowed to get a baby during the rebellion. Grim Dawn? The sun rises on a city in turmoil. The chiefs began their assault last night, and you've heard nothing outside but screams and howls and the clash of blades since. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's dead already. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palace, building a barricade and organizing last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty, except for you, brooding on your throne. Your husband is long gone. Last night, he gathered his retinue and struck out to escape the capital on his own. Yeah, fuck him. You offered to accompany him, he refused. A monarch should die on their throne, he said. Your Majesty, you must see this. Follow me. She leads you up onto the palace walls, where you look out over the endless mass of soldiers rampaging through the streets of the city. Cowardly piece of crap. Was this really our best eligible option to send to marriage? Right? That's what I'm saying. Is this good? In the darkness of dawn, you can barely make them out. Only silhouettes and countless glimmers of torches. You duck as a burning arrow sails overhead. Why did you bring me here? Look closer, Your Majesty. The army is shifting and convulsing, like a great beast in pain. Horns trumpet, hooves thunder. The grandees and the counts have arrived in full force! A mighty hammer smashing the chiefs against the walls of the city! Hell yes! We did it! Victory! After that, it's just mopping up. The chiefs make a brave final stand, but they don't stand a chance. Their army is crushed. By dawn, rebel corpses clog the rivers and blanket the city streets. The crows feast like never before. Soon the armies of the grandees and the counts are parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Chief Mystery Dragon, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. The birds! Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We fought with honor. Really, you did? You didn't. Preemptive strike, you call that honor? Poisoning the river, you call that honor? Digging tunnels, you call that honor? Phew. Our ancestors smile on us for resisting your tyranny? You're fucking dead, buddy. Stiff-backed and silent, Chief Mystery Dragon is dragged out of the city square and led up onto a platform before the roaring masses. Can I have a last word before I die? Of course. Of course you can. The birds will feed on you. The fifth will feed on you. Trying to starve out nobles, yeah. Of course, of course. Death deserving. Fuck you? Well, okay. The executioner's axe falls, the head bounces into the crowd, and the common folk kick it around and cheer. And just like that, the North is defeated. The rebellion is over. The kingdom is yours again. Oh my god, look at this. One military. Holy crap. Luda got his pine. I don't think the noble should be you know, the person who kills people. I think it should be like a commoner. Isn't there a way to change nation for game owners? I would like to go into exile to the east. Unfortunately, you can only do that at the start of a dynasty. They went from military powerhouse to absolute... But you can write about that in your lore, you know? I don't know if you know about that. Wait, are you new? Melting Penguins, yeah. I'm just gonna use the occasion, like if you go on Discord, there's a section for Noel's lore, and you can write lore about your Noel, and we add it to World Anvil, because we have a whole game there. So if you want to write some detail about that in your exile, You can absolutely do that, but you cannot change sides. They went from military powerhouse to absolutely devastated. Yep. We aren't weak. I am not weak. This will be interesting, yes. Yes. They truly should not have attacked to the east. Yeah, I agree. I agree. None of that would have happened. I think the east would have not participated. Yeah, sure, Melting Penguins. Glad to have you. I've been thinking of some northern immigration in my family line for username reasons, and that sure makes this interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was 10. No, at the beginning of this stream, I think it was 7. But it used to be 10. Yeah, the Fortress Siege was decisive. I always thought this rebellion was a bad idea. Yeah, sure. The Fortress event was amazing, I agree. As you sit resplendent atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the monarch, they shout. Long live the monarch. 10 authority and 6 stability? Who is this person? Is it Luda? Far to the north, an ancient ceremony in the Suboki clan hall reaches a fever pitch. Skold, the chief's claimant, sits atop a throne of bones surrounded by god speakers chanting in a forgotten tongue. Nobles from council can get position as executioner. I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Like, it's historically been a commoner job. It does move on, yeah. It does move on. We need to piece off that. I think they've been scheming all along, right? In the north. Yeah. And thus, with Morgana as my witness, I hereby crown you the king in the north, the Lord Render, soon to be king of all the kingdom. Glory to the Lord Render, chosen of Valtor. Glory to Morgana and the north. The assembled chiefs roar into the chorus with each other. Steins are smashed against one another in celebration. Now we must bring down the false monarch in the south and fulfill the prophecy. The only question is how. How do you want to try to do that? Now, chiefs, do you want to lure the monarch to the north and sacrifice them in a pagan ritual, trying to lower your own defiance? Or do you want to try to sacrifice thousands of goats to the old gods and call upon them to intervene? I have a feeling that, I'm not going to say anything, but I have a feeling that one of these would be very characteristic and more in tune with, you know? Yeah, I think A is more RP oriented. Should have raised the chief's country, yeah. The god speakers were just vibing in the north. Yeah! While you were warring. A would be the most dishonorable thing ever and would make the counts and grandees defeat the next monarch. Oh, absolutely cruel tax in the chiefs. Alright, it's A. Yeah. I need to get money to give you back somewhere. Awesome, Yuki, thank you. So it is destined, so it will be. Spread the word to all Morgana's children, the Thronebreaker has risen, and the false monarch will fall. But first we drink in honor to the gods. More cheers are up throughout the clan hall. Come morning, there will be a lot of work to do. For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must keep their defiance at 1 or less for 1 full season. Oh my god. Auction time here. Auction time. Game Void from MC. Welcome, thank you for joining. How you doing? Game, you are a chief. How are you? If you actually win this, it will be funny. I mean, this is so close. This is so close. It's luring and there's a pretense of peace. Exactly, then murdering the monarch. Counts and grandees would be outraged at such a dishonorable act. I agree. Like, if that happens, it's gonna be incredible narratively. Like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, we are sorry we rebelled. We would love to have you in the north, you know, to show you that we are very, very sorry. Ah, stab! Okay. Never been in the Twitch version of this game before? Oh, well, I'm so happy to have you then. So, do you know how this works? Like, to vote, you type !vote, !vote plus the letter of the vote. And in the auction, let's start the auction, by the way. Let's go. You have to type !fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend, exactly like people are doing. And your options here are raising trade for the chiefs with A, Lowering military for the chiefs with B. Raising farming for the counts with C. Raising stability with D. Raising faith. Oh no. Raising faith for the grandees with E. Oh my god. Lowering trade with F. For the grandees. Oh no. Something else than E needs to be funded. Oh no. Oh no. We need to vote for A and for something else. We need to vote for A and for something else. The next closest... 10 seconds, everybody. The next closest thing is C. So C is the best place to focus your efforts. Oh my god, there's just too much money. There's just too much money. This might be it. Damn, look at the money that the grandees spent. Wow, half of the grandees spent all or half of their wealth. But counts didn't spend shit. Wow. Yeah, counts don't have a problem with grandees win, yeah. It was Pasnik again. And Hesperus. Hesperus trying desperately to raise trade for the chiefs. That's an interesting proposition. Huh. Huh. Trying to sabotage, I think. CEO of Noobs. Let's end the season. Fuck. This is actually it. This is actually it. Hold the GGs. Hold the GGs. Like, I would like for it to be customary here if we held back the GGs until the book appeared. Alright? Because I think that is a more momentum moment. Yeah, I would ask you to hold back the GGs until the book appears. Your Great and Holy Highness, this standoff with the grandees is becoming untenable. Tell me something I don't know. I do have a proposition, in fact. Of course you are the true monarch, as well as we all know, but Hakina has many devoted followers, and not just in the south. I was hoping we could come to a diplomatic agreement, as it were. Otherwise, I fear a schism may develop in the church itself. There are already rumors that the High Inquisitor favors Hakina. Well, let's hear some specifics. I've arranged for a meeting between you and this herald. It would be held on holy ground within St. Berthran's Cathedral itself. Perhaps the holy presence of the Ninth God will reveal a path forward? You know... You know? The grandees may have just one battle tank, yeah. Yeah. Also welcome, hi, glad to have you. I think Luda is not gonna be happy, but they're just gonna say, as long as I'm the monarch afterward. Oh, of course, Your Highness, you were anointed by the Ninth God in the first place. On the day of the meeting, your Archbishop presents you with heavy golden chains to wear around your neck, especially for the occasion. It's tradition for the monarch to wear these at holy events. The so-called herald doesn't have any of these now, does she? Before heading out, you quickly check in with Melcher. You look positively radiant today, truly a monarch blessed by the Ninth God. Fuck you, Melcher. You're Grandy, what should I expect? They're faithful to a fault, so I can't see them doing anything wild inside the cathedral. Whether they're here in good faith or not is another matter. And Hakina, I wouldn't be surprised if she's a scam, but stranger things have happened in the south. I'm not glad I married you, thanks, I keep that in mind. He gives you a small courteous smile and you head downstairs together. Alongside your advisors, your husband and honor guard, you make your way to St. Berthran Cathedral. Grandy Hakina is waiting. Fryshoots, welcome back, how you doing? Honestly, the Grandy's winning this way is hard for anybody to argue since it is literally a miracle. Yep, I'm really interested in the repercussions. Yeah, that's true, Northwind. Fuck off, Melcher, yeah. Diodorme, welcome, and thank you for joining, hi. Welcome to... the Chiefs. Damn, you look cool. I like the freaking portrait with the white hair and the golden glasses. How are you? I have pizza. Pizza is awesome. I had pizza as well tonight. Yeah, you are winning, yeah. Kudai, welcome for joining. Thank you for joining. Alright, let's go. I like the implication that Melcher snuck out during the siege and then just went back at some point whistling, right? Yep. Oh hi, I've always been on your side. We gather here today under the guiding light of the Ninth God to mend this rift that has damaged our kingdom. Not since the trials of... Get on with it, you blowhard. I'm sweating through my brand new pelts. Beaster slipped his lap. You were a freaking badass as a chief. I had never seen you. Damn. Yes, have at it. We haven't got all day. Of course, Aukid would say that. The Archbishop clears his throat. I invite Noble Hakina to the pulpit to speak on the Grandee's behalf. Battle Tank, thank you so much for joining. You are... Oh. You're a chief as well. Hi. You look so young. That's so cool. I think that's the youngest looking noble we have in a long time. Yeah, you're a chief. Thank you, Your Holiness. I'm not gonna fucking let her speak. You shout and jeer, making a number of overly detailed comparisons between the Herald and your most recent bowel movement. That's not what I thought would happen. I didn't think that would be what happened, but okay. Many nobles give you pointed stares, but you ignore them, just as Hakina ignores you. Eventually you run out of breath. As the Archbishop said, we're here to come to an understanding. That is, to receive the Ninth God's wisdom and understand his will, whatever that might be. Luda just went crazy. I honestly wasn't expecting that. I just thought that Luda would try to speak and not give, not have pauses for Hakina to talk, to speak up. As the Archbishop said, we're here to come to an understanding, yeah. Even the Monarch themselves can agree to that, surely. Wait just a minute, what's that noise? Said heckle? I mean, maybe I don't know what heckle means. What does heckle mean? I thought I knew what it meant. Yeah, kind of like what I thought. Anyway. To insult vigorously. Yeah, it was a little like I thought it meant something slightly lighter than that. So now I know. Today I learned. Interrupt a public speaker with derisive or aggressive comments or abuse. Yeah, I thought it would be something like that, but less intense. So jeer, ridicule, insult. I thought it meant something like interrupt and make it like give them a hard time, but not being offensive to that point. Anyway, like. We can imagine it being very annoying, but not as offensive as it was described. English is a second language, right? I joined late to the game, my Lord Dragon, but maybe it's time we shake up the North with science. The North just lost a rebellion, so... Filibuster is more of sane tons of stuff and never stopping just to waste time in the government so nothing can get done. Oh, okay, thank you, I didn't know that. I didn't know that word at all. Okay. So what's that noise? Sounds like a groaning howl of a sheep in a storm. The groaning quickly becomes an explosive rush as the sound of a giant barrel bursting startles the assembled nobles. It's St. Bertrand's Brewery, the massive facility right next door. A tidal wave cascades through the stained glass windows of the church. A tidal wave of beer. Before anyone can react, the room is awash with pungent alcohol. The sheer volume is enough to thrash people against the stone walls, or carry them out of the front door and down the street. God, Bob, is this the end? No, got a Bob? God damn it. Are these really my choices? It's gonna be yum. The absurdity is overwhelmed by raw terror. You fight to keep yourself above the thrashing waters, and avoid taking in too much liquid. The sign we were looking for. The Ninth God has struck down the non-believers before our very eyes. A miracle. That's when you realize that the Grandees are all seated in the gallery above the central hall, completely safe from the flood. Their claimant, too, standing majestically on top of the raised pulpit, is unharmed. They planned it all along, but your shouts come out as gurgles. More and more lager floods into your lungs. The weight of your massive golden chains pulls you beneath the waves. It's not long before your limbs tire and your lungs burn. You can only pray that Hakina and the rest of the Grandies have an even worse time ruling than you. Your final thoughts are a doomed realization that drowning in beer isn't as pleasant as it sounds, followed by an acknowledgement that there are worse liquids. Mercifully, you lose consciousness before the river of alcohol carries you into the sewers. And that is GG. Good game, everybody. This was actually much closer than I thought it would be. Good game, Grandies. Good game. Oh, yeah, the Boston Molasses thing. Yeah. Fantastic. Death by inebriation. I don't think that's how they died, but yeah. Good game, everybody. This was incredibly tense. Let me read this to you. In what became known as the Thirsty Fellows Miracle, Monarch Luda and all their supporters were drowned in a flood of beer from a nearby brewery. The Chiefs, the Thirsty Fellows Miracle. We have a name for the history here, for the chronicles. The Chiefs decided that the time must not have been ripe. The prophecy was quietly forgotten by all except the God Speakers, who waited for the right omens to rise again. The new victory music is amazing, yeah. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the counts were forced to retreat to their secluded castles and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new eastern claimant would arise, and when they did, the counts would be ready. The Grandies swept happily into the sudden power vacuum. After all, hadn't the Ninth sent a miracle to ensure that the most holy Hakina took the throne? Even the other nobles found it hard to argue. And if we have any notes on Hakina, would Vaspir or Dewish Lurks, who are our lore masters, mind writing them in the kingdom lore somewhere so I can take a look at them and get an idea who Hakina is, since we had 2 streams in the between. Monarch Luda the Stubborn. That sounds fitting. That sounds fitting, right? That's a good... Dutchie, welcome back. It was very close. I think this might have been one of the closest games I've had in a long time, right? Because the Chiefs were close to winning with the rebellion, but then they lost. The Monarch was close to just, getting past the bump. The Chiefs were also close to winning with their scheme, and then with an auction, the Grandies managed to snatch the win. Luda really wanted war just to die in a wave of beer, right? That's so fascinating to think. Wait, my chat is not caught up. Okay, the Reign of the Bird Enthusiast, Luda has been most interesting. It has! This dynasty is starting with a bang. I'm really interested and excited.